Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Bliss of Britt, the podcast. I hope you've had a beautiful week. I know I have, and I guess that's going to be our topic today, just how life is going. I guess I'll start at the most exciting, most recent thing. Yesterday, my soul tribe, my family basically, they threw me a birthday party. And it was beautiful. It was something that like I've never seen before, and they did it like all without my input. It was a whole surprise. It was a whole thing. It was beautiful. And I will say just throughout the whole night, like after eating, playing games, sitting, chatting, dessert, talking, all the beautiful things you do when you hang out with the people you love. I just kept thanking the divine for the moment to be around people who cherish me, to be cherished, to be loved, to have joy, to have peace, and to be seen. Because that is like what I felt like the most throughout the night. I just had this feeling of being seen by the people you love, for them to think of you enough to get you something, thinking of you, knowing that you'll like it, to cook something for you, knowing that you'll like it, to get you your favorite dessert because they know that you'll like it. The things for somebody, for people to know you in a way that sometimes you don't even know yourself, and to see it in the 3D, to go and to see this beautiful event planned for me, everything so intricately made to put a smile on my face was a joy. And I'm just forever grateful to be loved, to be surrounded by love, to have such a beautiful best friend to plan it all, to have such beautiful friends, family. Just that's just what I kept thinking about, is to be seen so well. And I think that's how you know when somebody is meant to be in your life, who is meant to share space with you, energy, conversation, when you can see that they see you, that it's not lifeless, that there's so much life and love in it. And I'm just forever grateful. I'm forever grateful. My birthday, it's in a week, a little bit more than a week. It happened today because some of my soul tribe has events coming up that are very exciting around my birthday day. So we did it earlier so that they wouldn't have to miss anything beautiful. And it was just a gift to be seen, to be celebrated, and to have a party like that that felt so true to my being right now, to not force myself to go somewhere where I don't align at the moment, to have it be at a house, at my soul tribe's house, somebody in my soul tribe's house. I say soul tribe because it's just like, it basically means family, friends that you've chosen to be family, that are just that close to you. Y'all may know Soul Tribe Media. That's my auntie's company, and Soul Tribe really does mean something to me, and I love them. It was like a house party in a way, but not even a party. It was like a the prettiest charcuterie board I've ever seen in my life. Like, she had it all, the crackers, the cheese. I don't eat cheese as much. I don't process it well, so she literally got cheese that she knew I could process better than others for the charcuterie board. It was sushi sandwiches, shrimp wontons, burger sliders. And her brother made the burger sliders for me. It's like it's family. I think that is what means the most to me, is people like that, that you feel safe with, you feel seen with, you feel cherished with, and you feel intentional around. Like, you're not all there because you're lonely. You're there because you love each other, and you're there because you've chosen them to be in your soul tribe, and It was just beautiful. And I had a time, we drank our sparkling grape juice, a little bit of red wine, and we played games, we played Heads Up, we played Cards Against Humanity, that one's a hilarious one. Um, what else did we play? There was one other game. Oh, we played Imposter. If y'all don't know the game Imposter, y'all should look it up. It's hilarious and it's a really fun game. You use your phone to play it and everybody in the circle gets a word, but one person is the imposter and they're trying to fit in and act like they know the word when they don't know the word, and then you have to vote and see who it is. So we had a lot of fun doing that, and I think it was just a beautiful night to spend in the present moment, and I kept just taking time out of the night to just look around. And even when they were singing happy birthday to me, I tried to make it like a note in my head to look at everybody's face, to see the moment, to savor the beauty of the moment, to savor the love in that moment. And I'm even getting slightly teary eyed just out of like joy to be able to look at everybody singing happy birthday to you and feel cherished and to feel loved. Like that's just such a beautiful thing. And yeah, I even took a bathroom break and then during I like went to the restroom and then I stopped at the mirror and I just looked at the mirror and I just whispered some prayers to the divine of thanks and of joy. And it's a beautiful thing to cherish joyful moments. Don't take them for granted. Think about how beautiful it is to be able to smile. Think about how beautiful it is to be around people you love and have peace around people you love, to not be in turmoil, not be in fear. To be able to share a meal with people you love, that is a blessing. It's just, I had a beautiful birthday celebration. And I absolutely adore my soul tribe. And I didn't vlog the night. I think lately I'm realizing some things are meant to be shared, of course. Like I love sharing my life. Like I can tell the story now, but just something in me in the present moment of the night, I wanted to be in it. I didn't want to be holding a phone, looking at a phone. I wanted to be in the moment. I wanted to live in the present, to enjoy the present moment, and I did. And it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And I'll say this past week, I've been dealing a little bit with, I don't know how to put the word to it. I had like a moment of, what's the word? Overwhelm. I had a moment of overwhelm. My schedule lately, like I'll say some of my main things that I'm giving myself patience with, and when I say patience, I'm not saying like I'm ignoring it. I'm saying it's something that I'm making notes to improve on, but with grace and with understanding instead of yelling at myself and being angry at the situation. I'm having acceptance with it, but with an intention to change, with an intention to flow with it. So, my sleep schedule, it was like probably 3 weeks ago. I was waking up at like 8 a.m., 10 a.m., doing my thing in the morning, going to sleep early at night. And then it kind of shifted again because over the last 5 or so years of my life, I've been kind of night owl hours, not really waking up early in the morning, but like I still get everything done at night. But lately, I adore the sun. I adore sunshine. I adore sitting outside and looking at the birds. My sleep has been going more to those night owl hours where I wake up pretty late and I don't get to truly savor the sunlight as much because I'm up when it's dark, and then when I'm getting ready for bed, that's when it's light. And it's something that in my head at times, like I'll wake up and I'll see what time it is when I wake up, and you don't want to start your day off angry or upset or speaking cruel to yourself. So I always affirm the opposite, like, thank you, God, for this beautiful day. I'm so grateful to be alive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today is beautiful. everything happens for a divine reason. I'm up at the divine time. But if but in the but there's just some old beliefs that I'm facing within me, that I'm working through, that I'm talking with the divine through. So there's that little bit of slight turmoil there. And then the other thing is screen time. Y'all, I'm not like crazy scrolling on my phone like I've used to. I've grown a whole lot in it. I've had a lot of growth, but there's just some like I haven't done it recently, but like a week ago, I had like some doom scrolling nights. And when I say doom scrolling, it's like I don't know. Like I talked about this on my Bliss of Britt on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. It's like you're scrolling on TikTok and like I'm having the best time. I'm learning things, I'm giggling, I'm having such a good joyful time in the moment, but like it's like draining the energy. Like in the moment it's so much fun, but the more you scroll, you get like trapped in the loop and then hours pass and da 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 da. So that's something I've also been working on. And a couple days ago, what was it? Like I was literally like getting ready for bed. I was like almost ready for bed. And then I noticed something and I had to figure it out really fast. I don't want to, how do I? We'll say just my cat threw up downstairs. We'll say that, okay? Like it was something little. But in the moment, since I have been kind of dealing with the sleep schedule and a little bit of turmoil in that, the little thing turned into a big thing. And I felt like I had to not just clean this one thing up, but now I want to do this and 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 this. And I need to do 10, 20 things all at one time. And I worked myself up into an overwhelm. And I just was, at first, it was anger. And then, like, I was talking myself through it. And then it became just overwhelm, feeling alone, feeling like I have so many things to do. And I don't know how I'm going to do it all. And instead of allowing myself to sit in that, I allowed myself to release it. And I allowed myself to cry. But the thing was, I was talking to my friend about this today. It was crying to me. It's kind of like a surrender to allowing the feelings to flow because your feelings deserve to be seen and be heard and be spoken to and talked through and felt. When you deny feelings when they arise, it's like throwing it into a closet and locking the door. It's gonna bang on that door. It's gonna yell. It's gonna say, hey, somebody let me out. Somebody let me out. It's gonna make a scene. But I saw this video of I believe it was a Native American tribe. Somebody in the tribe was speaking about this, and he said, it's like when a feeling comes knocking at your door, allow it to come in, speak to it, but say, if you are going to stay, you have to listen to my boundaries. And my boundaries, I would say, when it comes to those heavy feelings, is that I will address you, I will talk to you, I will listen to what you need me to see, but I will not become you and I will not allow you to rule over my life to stay forever. I want to surrender to the flow of it. And the more you push back on those emotions, I feel like the more they kind of fester within you. And then it can be the smallest thing. Like I said, like my cat, something was wrong with my cat and I just had to clean it up. But that thing was the little, I don't even want to call it a weak point because it's not a sensitive moment. But in that sensitive moment, all those feelings that aligned with it threw themselves out of that door of like, oh, we're feeling now, so let's feel it all. If you're feeling, we're going to feel it all. And I allowed myself to feel it all. I was bawling, my eyes out. It's like the anger all left. And it was just left with that feeling of, what was it? Like it wasn't anger anymore. It was more just that overwhelm. Allow myself to feel it, but to surrender it. And I played my gospel music. And while I was crying, I was singing my gospel and I was just saying, Like, just thank you, God. Thank you for these tears. Thank you for I can feel these emotions. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And talking about it now, it kind of makes it seem like it was a pretty story with a bow on it, but it was the moment it was authentic and it was real and it wasn't like that anger, the initial anger and going to just start cleaning everything in the moment, like crazy cleaning, 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 cleaning. When I allowed myself to just breathe and check in with myself and say, this isn't healthy. What can we do? You know what we can do? We can decide a couple of things to do right now and we can do those, but we're still going to go to sleep at a valid time. We're not going to go on a 36-hour cleaning rampage because that's something I've done in the past when I'm overwhelmed. I've noticed in feelings of overwhelm that kind of looks like kind of OCD for me in the past. And that was something that I told myself, no, I'm not going to make this crazy list of things to do. I'm going to simply allow myself to release my feelings and then check back in, and then we're going to go to bed. And what was I? Let me regather my thought for a second because there's something with that I was about to say. Hmm. As I as I started to clean and I was crying and I was praying and I decided to release those emotions in the moment, it was tears. They were strong tears. It was prayers. It was just speaking from my heart. Like, please help me with this, God. Please show me what I'm facing. Please show me what I'm feeling. Allow me to feel it. I'm grateful to be feeling it right now, and I trust that you will heal it. And I trust that I'm safe within you. I know you will save me. I know I am saved. I know the divine is within me. I know I am okay. And what I was tying this into is with my sleep schedule changing, I noticed the things I was doing when I was waking up at 8 a.m., I kind of they started slowly fizzling out of my cycle. So, like, I would wake up early and I would clean up here and there and I would make my tea and I would do my yoga. But now that I was waking up later and the sun wasn't as high in the sky, it's like those habits in my routine, they didn't fit as much, and I would not slack, but since I would be waking up later on in the day, there were things that needed to be done when I woke up. So therefore, it took this space. Like the yoga and the cleaning time was replaced with like I'm waking up right at the time to start doing things, right at the time to get to other things. So it was the buildup of not having that, of already kind of in the back of my head being like, Brittany, we need to get back into doing this. We need to get back into doing this. Let's start cleaning. Let's start cleaning. Let's start cleaning. So when it was time to go to bed and something happened where I had to clean it in the moment, and I was like, literally, I think I already lotioned my feet. When I lotion my feet, it means I'm asleep. That is my thing. When I put my lotion on my feet, I'm up. I'm in bed. I'm in bed. I'm in my PJs and I'm going to bed. Put on my eye mask on. And then the cat puked. So I had to go clean that. And I think it was just the overwhelm in the moment of, well, now that I'm cleaning this, oh, it also got on this, so now I gotta clean this now too, or when this and this, and let me tell my roommates to do this and this and this. And as I was praying, as I was crying, as I was releasing it all, I just told myself, Brittany, we're gonna be okay. So I took whatever needed to be cleaned in that moment. I got that cleaned. And then when I was like kind of in the hectic of it all, I made a list for like my roommates to clean while I was sleeping. And right before I went to bed, I said, you know what? Let's not go all hectic and throw everything at them right now. I can, in the rising, talk through stuff, but I'm going to trust that my anxieties, my worries, everything I need to be done, the divine will get it done. Like, I don't have to be this Wonder Woman. I can feel my emotions and know when I need rest, know when I need to reset and try again in the rising, and we'll be able to try again in the rising. So I went to bed, I woke up and basically everything I had on that list that I was gonna ask my roommates to do, it was attended to. And I didn't even have to send the message, and it was attended to. And you can say, yeah, well, maybe they just wanted to do it on their own. But I think, yeah, they did do it on their own. Like, duh. Like, my roommates did do the cleaning, but it just showed me that I don't have to always do it all. Like, I could trust that what needs to be done will be done. And when I release so much stress on a situation of, I need this person to do this, I need this person to do that, I need this done, I need this done, I need this done. When I release the microscope I have on it and I take a step back, the divine is already getting it done for me. And I could have almost cried when I came to that realization the next day, and I just thanked the divine because it was done. And to just have that lesson now to have in my mind for whenever another overwhelm comes up, if it comes up, to just remind myself that the divine is with you. You are safe, you are secure. You are never truly alone. That's something I was affirming myself in the moment is, Brittany, you are not alone. The divine is within you. You are okay. And that night before I went, got hopped, before, when was it? The night of the situation. Or was it the next day? I'm trying to remember. Whenever it was. I think the night of the situation, I was more in my kitchen going through it, crying, cleaning, singing my gospel while crying and releasing. Sometime after that, I just hopped in my shower. I think I sat on the shower floor and I just allowed myself to surrender to the moment, to feel the water and to just sing and release and just trust in the present moment. Trust that I'm protected in the present moment. Trust that they're truly, trust that the present truly is like anything is possible in the present. There's no reason to put so much stress on any type of situation. It will flow as it is meant to flow, and I will be okay. And that's something I've been kind of, what is it? Opening my eyes to lately is just the beauty of the present moment. Instead of being so much in my head, because I am a person who in my past was extremely in my head. Like I said, in high school, I I how do I put this? The pins that people had in high school. I'm 22, so that was 4 or 5, 6 years ago. I had a situation where I tried out weed and I suffered from. I had a derealization episode from that weed that spanned, I feel like years. Like of the only in the bad trip, it lasted for 4 hours or so. But after that bad trip, I suffered with knowing what was real and what was fake in life. And because it's like you spend 16, 17 years of your life thinking this is how the world works. And then you try something out and your literal world shifts around you and it feels like you're living in a video game. And to already have been having anxiety before that and overthinking and my brain in overdrive to then have that after, it made me very just paranoid and confused. I was very confused. I was very scared. I didn't understand what my world was anymore. It was like the walls of my belief of the world came crumbling down. And I just saw it as like what? What was that? Am I crazy? Do I need to go to the house and what is it called? Like I thought I had to go see the doctor. Like I thought I would say my biggest fear at that moment is that I wouldn't be capable of living anymore. Like I would trap myself in my own head with these fears, with these thoughts, with these worries, with these like I didn't know life was real after that. Life felt fake. And that's just kind of what derealization was for me. Ever since and back then it was kind of taboo to say that, like to say that weed gave you PTSD. But for me, it really truly did. And it's something that I suffered with for years. People didn't quite understand it. So I felt quite alone in that. As of recently, I've seen other people start to talk about how PTSD gave them derealization, not PTSD, how weed gave them derealization and PTSD. And that, and it was, I don't want to say sweet to see, but it brought me just like okay, I'm not alone in that. That happened to somebody else too. And that's okay. And it's a beautiful thing to speak your truth. But man, why did I start talking about that? Why did I start talking? Let me take a step back. How did we get here? Oh, my brain being on overdrive. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about what I've been through, why my brain was on overdrive. Like as a young girl, my brain was just on overdrive. Lots of anxiety situations, very hard on myself. So now I'm kind of learning how to truly embrace the present moment, how to truly savor the present moment after in the past being so in my head with paranoia, anxiety, realization, all of those things, fears, how to soak in the present moment. And I think it's just beautiful moments like how I talked about earlier at the birthday party where I just looked around and noticing really brings you into the moment and not noticing in a ooh like not noticing in an overthinking way of what I used to do of like that person's looking at me that way, what does this mean? Like no, it's just noticing and like their skin tone is this, what color is their eyes, or look at their hair, they're smiling, wow, that's a beautiful person, her fur, it feels soft, it's gray and it's white, look how it shines, and just feeling with your senses rather than assuming with your mind. And it's like, it brings me a whole new level of peace. It's like the peace of God, divine peace of being in the moment and being capable of noticing these things. It is a blessing to be capable of hearing, seeing, feeling, and understanding it. And I just think that's a beautiful thing. And that's what I was trying to think about when I was at the party and when I had that moment of overwhelm and after I was in the shower, when I was cleaning, I was allowing myself to, even in the present moment, while I was overwhelmed, to not be angry about the cleaning, to say, my feelings are valid. I understand I am overwhelmed. And the root of it is that I feel alone in this moment. But Brittany, you are not alone. The divine is with you. You can clean with joy because you are capable of cleaning and you have the means to clean and you have a beautiful home to clean. You can praise while you're cleaning for your, what is it? Your anxieties do not mean that the divine is not good. Your anxieties do not cancel out the goodness of the divine. For you don't always have to be strong enough or the most confident or fearless, because the divine within you is. And in those moments of overwhelm, you can fully rely on that divine within you to carry you out. But you have to, or in those moments, I feel as if the most natural way to get through that is to surrender to the feeling, surrender to the present, surrender to your truth allow it to flow, but know that the divine truth at the end of the day is the only truth that truly stands. There's beauty in every single moment. There's a lesson to be learned in every single moment. So allow yourself to feel it, to grow, and allow yourself the beauty of the present moment, the presence. Like I was sitting downstairs, I'm rewatching Stranger Things at this moment. I love Stranger Things. Let me know if y'all like it. But my cat was purring in my lap, and it was just savoring that moment, feeling the vibrations. Like I pause the TV or I turn off whatever I'm watching in these moments where I just want to savor for a second. I just go to silence and I be and I feel and I hear and I notice, and there's a beauty in that. It's beautiful. Or taking a shower and turning the water all the way down to cold and being grateful to feel cold, turning it up and being grateful to feel warmth, being grateful to have water, to feel the water in the present moment, to get out of your head, to get out of your head. It's a beautiful thing to be in the moment. And I'm just very grateful for that, to embrace whatever is, it is, as it is in the mother's womb in the father's hands. That's one of my favorite sayings. I think this is going to be quite a little bit of a shift in the conversation, but I was thinking about this right before I went live. It was not live, right before I guess it is going live, is it? Right before I hit record. I think we all have our own religions in life. Like my living is a religion in a way. Your living is a religion in a way. We all have our different way of life. We all have our different relationship with the divine. We all have a different devotion and a being. And it's embracing that. It's taking what others do, seeing if it aligns with you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Sometimes it's literally doing something that's so outlandish that makes zero sense, but it just feels divine. And it's doing these things and trusting and being kind and loving and allowing the peace of that to flow, the peace of knowing I'm being authentic to me and this divine energy within me, and having a trust that everything is always working out in your favor, having things that you know speak to your soul, to you, who you are, learning who you are, learning what your religion is, learning what your spirituality being is, and being open to it, letting go of boxes, letting go of fitting in, and just being you. Just being you, whatever aligns with you, to be you. Make your whole life a ritual of love to the divinity within you and all around you, to the love within you and all around you, to the brilliance that is within you and all around you. We are all made so beautifully. We are all so unique. At the same time, we are all so similar. And eh, it's just a beautiful idea to think that we're just all meant to be our own beautiful, unique, but connected beings. We're connected in the love within us all. We're connected in the divinity within us all. And we all have our different testimonies of life. Like I was talking about that story earlier about the overwhelm I felt in the moment of something that seemed small, but for some reason that small moment turned into a moment of overwhelm that turned into a moment of testimony, of being trusting in the divine in that moment, even in the biggest moment of overwhelm, not the biggest, but in a moment of overwhelm, to learn from that, to learn from the beautiful intricacies of life, to learn and flip, and I don't want to say negative, to flip a moment of overwhelm into a moment of trust, of to flip a moment of overwhelm into a moment of surrender. Oh my god, I was just thinking about this today too. I believe it was today. It's the trade-off that we have with the divine. I give the divine all of my fears and all wait, no, that was wrong. That was wrong. Let me reset. It's like a oh yeah, that is it. Is it? I like to word it this way better. It's the what I'm trying to think of a beautiful way to word it. Give me 1 second. I give the divine in my life all of my worries, all my fears, all my overwhelm, any and all obstacles. I surrender to the divine. And in exchange for all of those heavy emotions, all the divine wants from me is my trust, love, faith. Like the simplest thing. And like, it's like, I picture it as if somebody is like I see it in my head, but it's hard to like say. It's like you're looking at a 100-pound dumbbell and you're saying, here's my 100-pound dumbbell. Let's trade. Mine carries all my worry, all my fear, all my sadness, all this, all that, all that. You pick it up and it feels like 100 pounds. And the divine has his right beside him, or his or hers, the divine energy. And you do the trade. They look the same, but you go to pick that one up and it weighs nothing at all. It's like you're going to pick up something that's 100 pounds and you're like doing all your stretches, getting down there, trying to like make sure you don't break a ligament or something, don't break a muscle. You go to pick it up and you can literally throw it up over your head. That's how light it is. And it's such a funny idea of being so attached to the fear-bound things in life, to anger, to worry, to the things in the past that bring us more sadness, to think of how simple it is to choose love and to trust. And I'm not saying like how simple it is, like I understand like there's like, and that's what I'm kind of talking about is in the past you work your mind around it of I can't just do that, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, but to get to the point finally where you can just say, I trust everything is going to work out. And to have moments like I was talking about with the cat earlier in the mess, where that past belief comes in where I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. But to in that moment to regulate myself and say, no, everything happens for a beautiful reason. I am not alone. I am divine. It's beautiful. It truly, truly is beautiful. Yeah. I I've been making it a habit to discover and to designate time in my life to embrace the beauty of the present moment, to read. I have it's like it's a book. It's called Breath Prayer or something like that, and it'll have verses from the Bible where you can read them to ease your mind, and they pray it with breathing. They pair it with breathing. So it's like inhale to this, exhale to this. And I kind of have taken that book and made it more of like a personal thing. Like how I said, everybody has their own personal religion, things that you do to learn more about you. And it doesn't have to be structured, it just has to align with you and the divine within you. And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody but you. Allow it to be centered in love. And yeah, I make it my own love study in a way, divine study in a way. And I translate the words and see how they align with me and what they're trying to tell me. And in the past, I won't lie, like people would say like it's different when you read the Bible. Like it's different when you read the verses, when you read any type of divine script. It's different, and it is, because it's like these metaphors, these stories, when you read them, they transform into something that can speak to you so beautifully personally. Beautiful, beautifully personally. I think that's correct verbiage. But yeah, and it's just being reminded daily of the peace of God within me. And not the peace of God like a peace, that too, but like the peace of God as in the bliss of divine presence, of knowing that you're safe and secure, you are loved, you are divinely protected. It's a it's an unlimited love. There's nothing you can do to stop that love. You're worthy of love. The divine loves you, and literally all the divine wants is that relationship with you. And it doesn't have to look like my relationship. It doesn't have to look like your mom's, your dad's relationship. It doesn't have to look like your pastor's relationship. It doesn't have to look like anybody's relationship. It's literally your way of life, of seeing birds, of trees, feeling the wind, feeling the rain, and knowing the divine is in all of those things. The divine is all around and within you, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, if you're listening, you may not see, but if you're watching on YouTube, I'm wearing this beautiful dress. I absolutely love it. And I wanted to tell a story about one of the beautiful intricacies of God and everything that happens to do with this dress. A couple years back, it was after I got out of a toxic relationship. I went to Cancun with my mom and my aunt and my cousins, and I was wearing this dress one night. And in that moment of time, in that toxic relationship, I was in it longer than necessary. But I know now what I didn't know then. And back then, I felt as if it was this person or nothing, you know? Like you throw your, as more naive Brittany, jovial Brittany, like I said in past episodes, you pick somebody and you say, I would do this is my person. And after that relationship, it was at a point where I was like, this has to end. I don't feel safe. And Brittany, no matter how hard it hurts, you have to choose you. So I left that relationship, and it was kind of in a place in my life where I was jumbled up in the head. I was lost, but I was beautifully lost. What a blessing it is to be lost, to then find yourself. So I was in Cancun, and it was like, I believe the divine will place people, I believe that the divine places everything in your life to help you grow and learn and have love and be joyful, be peaceful. And I met somebody on that trip, and it was somebody who just, it felt like an angel. It was, they would, like, it was like, how do you describe it? Like, imagine, hmm, like imagine a kid who's sad. And I guess that does make sense because it was for my inner child. A lot of inner child healing work happens. I'd say most of the big sad pieces of your life can be tied back to something from your inner child that is either being confirmed or denied in that moment. And being chosen and having that fairy tale love was one for me. So my inner child during this trip, or during this moment from the divine, it was really blessed. And it was like a sad child who feels alone and who is lost, and then out of nowhere in the corner of your eye you see a big flower and it's somebody handing you a flower, and then you see another person handing you a flower and you just pick up all the flowers, and then eventually you have a whole bouquet and it's just a kid smiling in the sun over the rainbows, just having the bliss, being blessed of bliss. So during this trip I met a guy who was extremely sweet, and extremely sweet in a soft way where it's not heavy, you don't feel expected to do anything. It's just sweet in a way to make you smile, to be sweet, to human interaction in such a pure, beautiful way where there's no expectations. It's simply two people appreciating each other. And I needed that experience to show me, Brittany, open your eyes. There's so much love all around and within you. There's so much beauty all around and just within you. There are kind, there's sweet people, there are soft people. You will be okay. And we just had a beautiful time hanging out on that last day of the trip. I think we joined one of the dance things. It was like a little, if y'all go to like an all-inclusive resort, they'll have like the really cool like parties and they'll have entertainment or they'll bring the guests to dance. And he brought me on the stage and we danced and we giggled and he hung out with me and my family and just shared smiles and a beautiful, soft, light energy that I needed in that moment to be reminded of the possibilities of life, of the love of life, of when you least expect it, you could meet the most beautiful blessing of a person in your life. There are angels all around, there's beauty all around, there's golden links in your life all around, and it's never too late. It's never too late to smile again. It's never too late to go in a different direction. It's never too late to try. It's never too late to wake up to the divinity and the beauty and the love in your life. And that was a beautiful moment in my life where I know it was sent by the divine to revitalize the being in me. There's angels all around if you allow them to be. There's signs all around if you allow them to be. And that's just one that I experienced in my life. And every time I see this dress, I think about the beautiful intricacies and the beautiful purpose in life. And I think about that feeling of sadness being transmuted into hope, into happiness, into love, and to who I am now. Back then, I wasn't the same bliss of Brit that I am now, and I'm grateful for every single moment in my life that has brought me to my divine being in this moment. And I'm grateful for you watching this podcast. I'm grateful to be able to speak my truth and to learn as I speak, to share as I speak. I try not plan my podcast too intricately because I like to speak from my heart. And if my mind changes, my mind changes, but I'm being honest with who I am and with my being, and I'm sharing it with you because authenticity is a beautiful thing. And I'd like to share the beauty. And I'd like to share it with you because you are beautiful and you are worthy of love and you are worthy of seeing the divine purpose in your life. You're worthy of seeing that you are loved. You're worthy of having joy. You are worthy. You are worthy. So, may you seek peace and may you pursue it because you deserve peace and you deserve to pursue it enthusiastically. Beauty is all around and within you. I shall see you on the next episode of Bliss Brit. I love you. Later!